Okay, here you go!
Hey guys, it's Bao Special here with another Fledgling Fighters replay runback. This time, instead of a tournament match, we've got some ranked matches that someone's asked me to just do some analysis for. So these are Erasers matches. So the first one we've got JURI versus MENAT. Eraser is the JURI player here. Nice. So first off, JURI's game plan here is that she wants to neutralize MENAT's zoning game. MENAT usually zoning with standing heavy punches, the one with the orb on the floor, standing medium punch, and all her like really strong light normals as well. And she can also throw out the orb to stop JURI from doing charges. So usually at this range, JURI does charges like here, which she like puts her leg up, and MENAT can stop that really well by putting the orb up here. That's the HP orb toss. But this is a bit of a low ranked match, so neither player really plays the matchup like you normally see it, like in pro matches. So if you're looking for some really high level gameplay, this is not where you're gonna find it. Yeah, so one of the ways that JURI gets in this matchup is V skill by charging it up. MENAT really wants to stop her from getting that. Yeah, so Eraser, or Torquea I think, or Torquea, doing a lot of V skills to catch the MENAT. Usually you don't want to do those raw, those V skills and those flip kicks. Both of them are very punishable. So I don't think this MENAT knows that. Nice juggle there. But usually the game plan is you just want to back up a bit, yeah, like that, and get those charges so you can V skill to whiff punish all her normals. Yeah, so when she does those dive kicks, you want to V skill them because she kind of has a bit of recovery on them. Yeah, see, they've got a bit of recovery. She kind of jumps. Yep. And so, when she's landing in this area, that's kind of when you want to use the V skill to punish her landing frames. Yeah, like that. Yeah, so you pretty much never want to use the uncharged V skill. If you look at how slow it is, so that's the uncharged one, that's really slow. So Razor's getting got the life lead now. This MENAT's not really doing very much. She's not even pressing any buttons, she's kind of just walking forward. So yeah. Didn't really give Eraser much reason to do anything really. Torquea pretty much just did whatever they want. Yeah, V skill charge. Now MENAT's really scared to do anything. Usually MENAT can contest those fireballs using her own standing heavy punch that goes down on the floor. This MENAT hasn't used it once really. They're just using sweep and dive kicks. So now we've still got a life lead on MENAT's side. Usually when JURI has a life lead, she can kind of just hang back. But Eraser's doing a lot of sweep, like we saw just there. See, low into low. So I can tell Eraser is really keen on getting a hit. Kind of like when you're playing against a CPU and you're just pressing buttons because you just want to see if the CPU will just not block. But against a real person, if they're getting hit, they're probably just gonna start blocking. So if you see that the move gets hit or gets blocked, you wanna try to confirm into a special move, or you wanna just like go in for a throw or like walk back. If you keep pressing sweep, they're just gonna block it and they're gonna punish it, right? And that's exactly what happened just there. Did the fireball. Once you do the fireball, you can kind of just walk forward behind it to gain some space. So MENAT's all the way at full screen here. If you've got the fireball going right there, you can use it, just walk forward, take that space. But you have to be really careful of that standing heavy punch, like I said before, because the orb just like goes all the way down there, and it can hit you trying to close the space because it doesn't have a hitbox on it, or a hurt box rather. Yeah, walk behind the fireball. Yeah, gets the sweep blocked and it's punished. Throw. And now MENAT has the life lead. Once MENAT has the life lead, she can kind of just chill and stay back. Yeah, see, that was a good jump in, but we could have done a better combo. Usually when we get jump in, we want to go straight into the target combo at that range. So jumping medium punch, standing medium punch, and we want to do forward heavy punch target combo. But kind of got antsy with the confirm and just went with sweep, and that gets punished again. Yeah, way too many sweeps. Yeah, see, punishable. You can't really just stand there against MENAT if she's got the life lead. The clock's ticking down, you have to do something. So yeah, charge V skill is good there. Activates V trigger, punish. Yeah, so now the MENAT strategy basically just became sit on the life lead, and because you're just doing random specials, she's just punishing. Even if it's little punishes like jab, they all add up. Yeah, so the MENAT now has got this strategy. It's literally just wait for you to do something, and whatever you do, they're just gonna block it and punish it. Yeah, like that, punish. She could sweep that, but she doesn't know how minus it is, but jab gets her the life lead anyway. She's just waiting. Yeah, so mistimed the throw there. Yeah, and that medium axe kick is also punishable. So it's -4. So throw isn't a real punish, but since you're minus, you can't press anything after it. Yeah, so that's what I like to see. So using fireball and then using it to approach behind with jumping or walking, that's really good. MENAT's just content to sit there. Yeah, jabs you out. So that's the thing about using the fireball to approach, is you have to do it at the right spacing, because if you leave too much space, see here, it's almost about to dissipate and she just presses a button through it. Yeah, so she's not even doing real combos, she's just doing little pokes and punishing all the sweeps. Staying full screen. Again, fireball dissipates too early. Have to do it from closer. Again, too early. Yeah, and all of those standing heavy kicks are -4, so she punished it. And now MENAT doesn't have to do anything except for wait for you to kill yourself. And punish on the sweep. Yeah, so the first round went okay. If only because the MENAT wasn't really punishing a lot of the V skills. She didn't know exactly how minus it is. If you're wondering exactly how minus it is, it's the uncharged version's -10, and the charged up version that goes really fast is minus 18. So either way, you get a really big punish if they get blocked. And the same with the flip kick. The flip kick's minus 6, so any character can get a decent punish on it. I'd say next time against MENAT, probably use a lot less raw V-skill and specials. V-skill is really good against MENAT, but in a specific situation, you usually want to do it to punish the whiffs. So when she presses her long normals like standing medium punch and standing heavy punch, when they whiff, you want to use that V skill to punish the recovery. She didn't press any big buttons there, and that's because she probably knew that you were just going to kill yourself doing all these random specials. That's the best thing to do against a player who's just doing all those specials, to just press nothing and wait for them to kill themselves using your anti-airs or just blocking and punishing. So she actually played that really well. What else? I can tell Eraser was trying to do a lot of raw stuff like that, probably because they're not used to JURI's neutral game. JURI's neutral game is usually based around using pokes like standing medium kick, standing heavy kick, and sometimes crouching medium punch or standing heavy punch as well. All of those buffered into, if you cancel them into the flip kicks or the LP DP, those are the crux of your neutral game. That, the V skill, and also jumping at opportune times. So that's what you need to do against MENAT most of the time. If you just use raw specials, she's just going to block and punish. Alright, so let's move on to the next match. So this one is another ranked match. This time it's JURI versus BIRDIE. So BIRDIE is usually a long range grappler. I say long range because he has really good normal buttons in the neutral game, like standing medium punch, standing heavy punch. They're really great for playing that mid-range game. In this matchup, JURI kind of can't really jump that much. Obviously this is a bronze game, so he might not be anti-airing as much as a better BIRDIE would. He's using the chain there. The chains are easy to whiff punish using the flip and the V skill. Yeah, V skill is really good in this matchup too. Yeah, nice punish on the command grab with the flip kick. He's got a jumping command grab called Bull Revenger, half circle back and kick. Yeah, so that one there. Low rank birdies like to use it to catch people off guard because most of the time people don't really know what to do against it or have trouble reacting to it in time. But it's really slow, so unless they're using EX, you can kind of just jump it on reaction and punish with a full jump-in combo. Or if you really have time and you're looking for a jump anyway, you can sometimes press crashing heavy punch and try to anti-air it like that. But yeah, there it just punished the recovery on the fireball. Jumping in. Yeah, so that's a really good anti-air that BIRDIE's got. Yeah, now he's just jumping. Jumping in on him. Here you go. Yeah, you can tell this BIRDIE really likes that Bull Revenger. From that close, you can just do a raw flip kick and punish it. Or sometimes you can even dash in and punish. Most of the time, just blocking it's fine, because he's really punishable after. Or rather, really minus. Yeah, it gets caught by another Bull Revenger. When he's doing stuff like that, like the forward advancing specials and the command grab that moves him forward, you kind of just want to neutral jump a lot. That way you'll always be able to, even if you can't react to it, you'll at least get out of the way. Yeah, he's doing it like all his damage is coming from this one grab. It's all just him jumping with medium punch and doing that grab. Yeah, another jumping medium punch. Nice DP anti-air. So that's exactly what you want to do, is just watch for it. Yeah, but you have to confirm that DP. You can't just do it all the time. It's really punishable, and you get a full crush counter combo if they block it. So you want to definitely confirm that move. If you're gonna do back heavy kick like that, you're gonna want to cancel that into your store, your quarter circle forward kick on block. That way it's only -2, and at least they don't get to punish you. So he only did jab there, so it wasn't as scary, but yeah, definitely don't do it raw like that for no reason. You want to react to the Bull Revenger, not just guess. Your V-trigger activated. Yeah, right back at you. Yeah, so Birdie has this move called Bullhorn. He's really infamous for. It moves him back a lot, and it's invincible to projectiles. So right there, he tried to do it to get through the low fireball. When it whiffs in front of your face like that, it's really punishable. So you can do a really big punish combo, like your medium punch forward, heavy punch target combo. Yeah, and he's looking to do it again. Yeah. Bullhorn. So you do a fireball into another fireball, you just wasted your whole V-trigger. If you throw out one fireball, you want to either walk behind it or just stay back. It's not really a good idea to throw two. You want to stick with one and then either wait to see what they do or rush in. And because you threw two and you stored another one, it telegraphed the third one, and he was able to EX Bullhorn through. So yeah. Main thing in that match that I saw was not adapting fast enough to the opponent. So he was pretty much using moves that put him in the air. He was only doing a little mix-up between jumping medium punch or the Bull Revenger. Not even doing any grounded buttons really. Just doing those two things. So if you just looked up in the air and tried to focus on anti-airing them, crouching heavy punch or DP would have beat both of those two things. The other thing was the use of the fireball. So, like I said, you either want to use it and then rush in, or use it and then stay back and see if they're gonna bullhorn or jump over it. You don't really want to do multiple fireballs at once because that's just a waste of V-trigger. Your V-trigger is a resource just like your meter, and you have to make sure you use it properly, otherwise it's a big waste. This is the last of the 3 ranked games that we're going to be watching. So this one is against a NASH player instead. So I'm going to sound like a broken record, but I'm going to say it again. Really important part of neutral game against this character is JURI's V skill when it's fully charged up. Nash likes to do a lot of poking with his medium and heavy buttons and throwing a lot of fireballs. So you want to get that V skill charged up so that when he throws those fireballs, or when he presses those really long recovery normals, you can use it on reaction and punish the recovery. Another thing about Nash is because he uses more conventional keep away style, not really like MENAT or BIRDIE, he uses mostly fireballs. when you do see the fireballs come out, you can use the EX flip kick to go through them, and you get a combo after. So using your meter and managing your V skill are really important against Nash. So he starts off with Moonsault. Yeah, so that's a really slow, kind of like a pseudo jump in move that he's got. So he goes up like this Moonsault and slashes down. You can anti-air that. You can actually just DP that or crouching heavy punch it. You can also do what Eraser ended up doing and try to punish the recovery. So he got a CC there. Nice. So this Nash has combo, so he's gonna be converting all his jump-ins into full damage. Yes, yeah, a bit too much sweep. It's working, but you gotta use other buttons other than that. It's really tempting because it's seemingly her longest normal, but you're better off using faster and safer pokes like crouching medium punch or standing medium kick. Store into fireball, and when he jumps over the fireball, you gotta be ready to anti-air. So like I said, you either want to rush in after it or stay back and see what they do. So if you choose to stay back and see what they do, you should be preparing for them to jump. Since the fireball is like this and moving forward, it covers the ground for you, so you don't have to worry about them dashing or pressing buttons. What you should really be worried about is them trying to jump over it, or using a move that is projectile invincible to go through it. So Nash doesn't have any really good anti-projectile moves that deal with JURI's fireball. Usually he has his V skill, which absorbs fireballs, but because JURI's fireball is so low to the ground, he can't really use it to do that. So you're mostly going to be looking for him jumping when you throw this. So let's see what happens. Yeah, so you try to jump and intercept that jump. You can do that, so if you're going to do that, you want to use something like jumping medium punch or air throw to meet him midair. Just press the button too late, and the Nash just saw, oh, they're also jumping, so I'm just going to press the button and it'd just be whatever you're trying to do. But yeah, if you're going to air him like that, either air throw or jumping medium punch are the best things, or even jumping jab because it's so fast. But the safest thing to do would be to just stay grounded and just anti-air. Most of the time, new players want to anti-air using air-to-airs because they just see you jump and they also kind of want to jump, so they're like, oh, I'll just meet their jump with my jump. But it's a lot safer to just stay grounded and just use crouching heavy punch. Yeah, so he's gonna do these sonic booms, and when he does them, you want to either V-skill or do the flip kick. But see here, now he's baiting it. He did the 2 so that you would think of doing it, like, oh, I've got to whiff punish the fireball with the V-skill. But now that he sees you've done it, he's not going to throw in anymore. So you just standing there doing nothing doesn't really accomplish anything, because he's not going to throw anymore. He's looking for a bait, is what he's doing. Yeah, so there, you got antsy. Just kind of used it because you had it. It just happened to work there, but he was really looking to bait it, so. If he hadn't just walked forward there, would have been a big punish for him. Yep. And you've got to look out for the Nash V trigger as well. It's a pretty versatile trigger. It just lets him teleport behind you. So usually against other characters with fireballs, he'll wait for you to do a fireball and then teleport behind you and then do a punish. And he can do the same thing with JURI's stores, and also when she throws a light fireball, he can teleport behind and get a punish on that. So you just have to be wary of that that V trigger being stopped. Yeah, and he just punishes the sweep. seems to be a recurring theme in all of these replays, is just getting too antsy with the range and just mashing sweep because it's long and pretty fast and leads to a knockdown, but it's really, really unsafe. If you want to mash out like that, at least press standing medium kick, right? Or a fast one like standing low kick. Nice. That's a pretty lucky juggle. He drops his combo, gets sweep. Another combo drop. So this Sonic Scythe that he's doing kind of looks like a DP, but not really. That's a really minus move. You can definitely punish that move. At this range, he's probably too far to do the target combo. Sometimes you are in range to do it, but from this range, standing heavy punch into the flip kick is probably your best bet. Well, yes, just a sweep. It's not much of a punish. So he's content to take that sweep and just run away. So yeah, again there, he's just baiting. He sees you've got V-skill, so he throws a boom, starts pressing buttons, and you get antsy, press the V-skill, and a jump in, another. Another combo drop, and still small punish. Another sweep. Another sweep. So compared to the amount of damage he's doing, just doing sweep is not enough of a punish. Drops the combo. And just to demonstrate, you can see, yeah, that V-skill gets punished by his sweep. Yeah, punishes from behind again, drops the combo, and finishes it off with a counter hit combo. So that NASH player actually wasn't too bad. He seemed like he at least knew what JURI's anti-fireball options were, that you can punish V-skill. So he was kind of winning from the very start, from the information game alone. Okay, so here's the recap. The main things that need to be worked on here, first of all, is you need to get more comfortable using your normal buttons. So just your standing medium kick, crouching medium punch, standing heavy punch, again standing heavy kick. The only normal that I saw you using consistently was crouching heavy kick, the sweep. That's a pretty good normal because it's pretty fast, hits low, leads to a knockdown, can crush counter. It's a heavy button, but it's really, really punishable. And we saw in that first game against the MENAT that she got most of her damage just by punishing that one move. I'd suggest try using crouching medium kick instead. Now, it's about the same speed, about the same length, hits low as well. Only thing is it doesn't go into a knockdown by itself, but if you cancel it into your EX Fuharenkaku, or you cancel it into your heavy Fuharenkaku, you can get a knockdown from there. So that's where the store game and the meter game comes in. So you can turn that safe low into a nice knockdown that gives you good Okizeme after. First thing, use more normals, get rid of sweep. So you can start adding sweep back into your game after you kind of get more comfortable with the rest of them. Second thing was V-skills. V-skill and flip kick especially are really attractive because they go the whole screen. Lower ranks, people don't know how to punish them, and also because they're really cool, right? They're really flashy. You want to learn when you want to use it raw and when you want to hold off, basically. You were using a lot of V-skill and flip kick raw to try and get in and get knockdowns. Maybe that worked for you against like the CPU or against even lower ranked players when you're first starting out. But as you go up the ladder, people wise up to that strategy of just going in from full screen. But as we saw in the first game, MENAT was able to punish all of them, at least with a jab. So she didn't fully punish it, but she knew that she could. And she barely did anything, right? And the NASH as well. He just kind of sat back there and was content to just whiff jabs or just like sit there and wait for you to kill yourself by just doing all these unsafe moves raw from full screen and then punishing them. If you want to do those things, you have to do them to punish whiffs. When MENAT whiffs her big standing heavy punch, that's when you want to do the charge V skill. When NASH throws Sonic Boom, that's when you want to do charge V skill to go through it. You can even use the flip kick to go over the Sonic Booms as well. That works perfectly fine too. When BIRDIE does his can, he didn't do any in that match, but he has a move, his V skill, where he puts down a can, puts down a banana. You want to use your V skill in reaction to that to stop him from putting it out there. So that's the kind of thing you want to use it for. If you just do it raw, without having any reason for it, then you're just looking to get punished. And the third, but by no means final thing that Eraser needs to work on there is the way he uses his low kick Fuharen Keku Fireball. As I said before, there's two main ways to use it. The first is offensively, so throwing it out and either walking, dashing, or jumping behind it. So you need to space it so that it hits on the very tip. If it hits on the very tip of the fireball, then it makes it as plus as it can be on block. Sometimes if they get hit, when you dash in, you can even get a combo if it hits that far away. But the main thing is you don't want it to dissipate before it hits, like Eraser was doing there. And you don't want it to hit too early, because if you hit it too early, it's actually minus. A lot of the time, if the opponent doesn't have something that can go through a fireball that's pretty fast, they'll just have to sit there and block it. And when they block it, you can start going for some offense, like a throw, going for a frame trap, or a shimmy as well, or even catching them low, because a lot of people try to block it standing. The second way you can use it is defensively, so that's throwing it out and then just waiting. If you do that, that kind of opens up a lot of other options. So first of all, it makes it so that they're guessing all the time whether you're going to use it offensively or defensively. Sometimes they'll try to commit to a big projectile invincible move to catch you trying to dash in after the fireball, and since you're just sitting there, you can block it and punish it. Sometimes they'll jump and you can react to that as well. You can anti-air that, and sometimes, well, they'll just do nothing. But if they do nothing, that means you just made space. You can backdash and get some stores, or your V skill. So it's kind of a nuanced move. Like, there's a lot of things you can use it to set up. But basically, you never want to just use it by itself. You're always using it in a pair. Throw it in the dash, throw in the jump, throw in the anti-air, stuff like that. Alright, so that's my last tip. Anyone who's watching, hope you enjoyed the match, or at least enjoyed the analysis. That's all from me for today. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next FFRR. Next one we'll be doing is Fledgling Fighters number 37. So I'll see you then.
Buzz off already!